Hey everybody, welcome back to Monster Legends Legend, and today I am going to be ranking the monsters from last week from 6 all the way down to 1, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. There were 6 new monsters that got introduced in 1 week. It was just a wave of new monsters, and so I'm going to review them all. And when I review them and when I rank them, I'm not just going to go based off of their skill set or whether they have based off of their life or based off of their strength or based off of their speed. I'm also going to go off of eye appeal because let's face it, if it's not appealing to the eye, a lot of people are not interested in it. But once again, these are just my opinions on these monsters. Everyone might have their own opinions. So this number 6 is Clogor. So with his evolving trait, I don't really think there's anything too special about his evolving traits. And then when we look at his speed, his strength, and his life, as far as speed goes, out of the 6, he's the lowest. He has the worst speed. However, when we're talking about strength, he is the strongest out of all of the other monsters. He's tied with another monster for strength, I should say, but he's the top dog when it comes to strength. And then his life, he's just in the middle somewhere. I mean, he's just middle of the pack when it comes to life. But as far as he goes, I don't really think there's anything too special about him. I mean, he steals life from other targets, but there's a whole bunch of monsters that already do that. And if I'm going to choose between him and other monsters that can do the same thing, chances are I'm just going to go past him and I'm going to go to one of the other monsters. I just don't think there's anything too special about him, so that's why he's number 6 on this list. So number 5 is going to be Gaffles. His evolving traits, I didn't think there was anything too spectacular about his evolving traits either. I mean, it's nice to have the area damage reduction, but I mean, I don't think he has any type of eye appeal either. I think he's hideous. Like this isn't a monster I would get unless I was just adding him to my books. And he's not that great when it comes to speed. He's one of the lowest ones. Actually, he's one of the highest in speed. But when it comes to strength and life, he's dead last in both categories. So I'm not really sure why you would really want him. But the one thing that stands out, other than, I mean, really, I should say the only thing that stands out with him is his total damage reduction. So that's why I have him above Clogor, is just because of that. He doesn't have any, I mean, Clogor is more eye appealing than he is, but I just could not, he's just horrible. Anyways, Commander Morgan, evolving traits, I mean, once again, they're not too spectacular. However, when it comes to his strength, he's the top one. He's tied with Clogor for strength. And then he's just middle of the pack with all the others. Now, the reason why I have him at number 4 is because I like having monsters that when they attack, they have some type of status effect. And with Commander Morgan, he's not like that. He doesn't really have any attacks that really stand out with a status effect. So that's why I have him at number 4, is because I don't really like the fact that he doesn't have too many status effects. And even though he's a strong monster, it just doesn't do anything for me. So number 3 is going to be Fozzie Rugpro. And with him, I do like the immune to trigger death. And basically across the board, he's just average. Like, he doesn't stand out with speed, strength, life. And that's not bad. I mean, I like consistency. I don't like one monster that's super strong but doesn't have, a lot of speed. So, I mean, when it comes to that, I'm okay with that. Now, as far as his status effects go, I mean, they're not bad. I would have had Commander Morgan higher than him if he had better status effects, because I like the look of Commander Morgan versus Fozzie Rugpro. But because of these status effects of Fozzie Rugpro, I had to rank him at number 3. So the number 2 monster that I have on this list is going to be K911. Yes, I just love him. I think he's great. He has a great eye appeal. He has so many evolving traits. He's just a fun monster. And then when I looked into his speed, strength, and life, he's number 1 in speed and he's number 1 in life when it comes to the other 5 monsters. Now his strength is really low, and that played a factor into this. I think if his strength was a little bit higher, I would have had him ranked as number 1. But strength for me is a big deal. I like having monsters that are strong, and if he's a weaker monster as far as strength goes, then I've used him a couple of times, and when you nickel and dime it on attacks, sure, there's the status effects and the damage boost. I just think that if he was a little bit stronger, he would be ranked number 1. However, that's not the case. So obviously, the number 1 ranked monster, just in my opinion, right now, is Brother Tiberius. He has the Celestial, which is, a good evolving trait. And as far as his strength, life, and speed, he is just consistent throughout. He's not low on any of those, on speed, strength, or life. And I like his traits. I like his skill set. And he's very appealing to the eye. Like, a lot of people, when they saw him, they commented when I first tested him out, and they're like, wow, he looks really nice. And that's one of the reasons why he's number 1. The eye appeal. Also, I like his status effects. I like the fact that you can counter certain monsters with the Book of Shelter and with also Sermon of Protection. So if you're going up against a monster and you can change these skills beforehand, it's easy to counter certain monsters. And his attacks really aren't that bad. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. How did you guys rank your monsters? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. But yeah, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on my rankings. And I will talk to everybody later. Have a great day.